which is always the hardest part. And hopefully nobody can tell that I've done that.
That's good. Excellent.
I'm Christina Kopp. This is Austin Kopp, and it's 15 to Places.
Synced up. Welcome. It's 15 to Places, and I am here today with the incomparable, with the peerless, the tearless.
Oh no, there are tears.
Oh. Well, you're at the top of the tiers then.
Oh, thank you.
I'm here with Christina Kopp, who is the costumer for Opera House Players' production of Grease. And some of the more eagle-eared listeners might have noticed we have the same last name. Why is that, honey?
Oh, because you liked me a lot.
Yup.
Decided to give me your name.
Exactly.
Or maybe I stole it.
Who's to say, really? So I have a couple questions for you because here at 15 to Places, we like to shine a spotlight backstage in local community theater. And I was wondering, what does an evening as a costumer look like?
Prior to a show, as long as my job has been done well, I should be not doing anything. During the rehearsal process, an evening as a costumer looks like one of three things. Pulling costumes, trying them on, or sewing.
When you say pulling costumes, what does that mean?
So the majority of costumes that we've pulled for Grease were pulled from an existing costume warehouse called the Lady and the Leopard. It's actually right up the street from where we rehearse. So we've been able to get probably about 95% of the costumes from that resource.
So it's just a huge warehouse that has costumes from decades of shows.
Correct. Because many people have done Grease before, so there's a lot of existing things. Mm-hmm. The other thing that we do is, as a costumer, is if there are existing pieces but not enough of them, you then have to create more of them. Mm-hmm. So it comes down to matching fabric type, matching color, which is always the hardest part. And hopefully nobody can tell that I've done that.
That's good. Excellent. I have another question of what is your favorite costume in Grease?
As of right now, because it does change, it would probably be Sandy's dress that she sings Hopelessly Devoted in. It's very 1950s classic silhouette in a lovely butter yellow, which is kind of a callback to the yellow dress she wears in the movie during the dance competition. Mm-hmm. Currently, right now, that one is my favorite.
All right, excellent. And who knows, in post, we'll have a beautiful picture of it. Another question that I have is, what is your favorite piece that you've made just in general throughout your years of costuming?
My favorite costume that I have made was for myself. Mm-hmm. It was for a production of White Christmas, where I recreated the pink 1950s cocktail dress that Vera Ellen wears in the movie. Mm-hmm. I did my best to recreate that with the materials and talent and skill that I had at the time. I think it's so fun and so floofy, and hopefully, just maybe, it has made an appearance in Grease.
Ooh, a little foreshadowing.
A little foreshadowing. They just have to try it on.
Mm-hmm. Now, with alterations, are those done by hand? Are those done with a machine? Are those done... How is that done?
Most alterations can be done by a machine, like doing darts or bringing in waistbands or things like that, just quick little zips. Some things like hemming need to be done by hand, not just because of the nature of the stitches, but also so that the next person who needs to hem those pants, it's easier to take out hand stitching than machine stitching.
That makes sense. I did not think about having to take the stitches out when you're done.
Yes.
They're not your clothes.
Yes, a lot of the clothes that we're working with from the warehouse have alterations already done to them. So sometimes it involves increasing the amount of alterations done on them or taking them out and redoing them for the particular person that you are costuming.
Excellent. Is there a piece that you just have been dying to make, that you really want to make for anything, for yourself, for a show, for someone else in a show? Is there a piece that you've just been wanting to make?
Mary Poppins Jolly Holiday dress.
There you go.
Easy peasy, but I would make it accurate to the Edwardian times.
So that one was more fanciful and more in line with when it came out than when it actually should have been?
Yeah, so the costumes in the movie Mary Poppins were more akin to the 1950s when the movie came out, even though the movie takes place in the early Edwardian period.
Now, these behind you, these are all costumes for the show?
Yes, they are.
Is there one right there that you really like? That's behind you?
Oh boy, I do like this one.
Mm-hmm.
This one is a cute pinafore with a little Peter Pan collar. I like that one a lot. This one will be a challenge though.
Oh?
In a weird way, because it's missing 3 buttons, which means I either have to find 3 of the same buttons or just rebutton the whole thing.
So it has several buttons, but it's missing 3.
Correct.
Okay. Have you had to make any on-the-fly saves, stitches, alterations?
In the last production that I costumed, which is Little Shop of Horrors here at Opera House.
Little House of Shorters.
Yes. I had to fix a torn pair of pants during intermission.
Oh boy.
Yep.
So did you have the machine with you, or are you just whipping it
That
through?
was by hand
by
because
hand.
of the location. It was really hard to have gotten a machine into it.
Okay.
So when I did the official repair mending over the week after the shows, before the next weekend of shows, I did that by hand as well.
What would you say is a difficult or challenging part of costuming that the average audience member might not realize?
Thinking a lot about the colors, I would say. You don't want anybody to stick out per se unless it's intentional. And you don't want too many of the same color. But you also want all the colors to meld together. So taking color into account, as well as like character personalities and things, is probably not really something people think goes into a lot of thought.
Right, and you could have the most 1950s accurate, beautiful skirt and shirt combination that just doesn't match the color palette of the rest of the show. So technically by itself, it is the best dress for the job, but it does not go in the show.
There was a real vintage 1950s dress that was in the warehouse, but due to the choreography, it wasn't going to be able to be used, and it broke my heart.
Oh.
Which is why the yellow dress is now my new favorite, because that one isn't in it anymore.
I'm very sorry.
It's fine.
Now, you do other things. You've started knitting, you've crocheted, you have fixed these pants that I'm wearing and made this shirt that I'm wearing. Is there another creative venture that you have been eyeing? Any kind of new crafty thing?
Something I have told myself I can't get into right now because it would take over my life would be dollhouse flipping.
What is dollhouse flip? Is it like house flipping but with
It's like,
dolls?
yes, that's exactly what it is. You find old dollhouses and you put up wallpaper and you make little furnitures and carpets and yeah.
Incredible. Where would we put it, honey?
In the basement.
We'd find space?
There's a work table in the basement. We can clear that off.
That's true.
It's fine.
The last question that I have for you.
Okay.
What are you doing 15 to places?
As long as I've done my job well, nothing. Hopefully, if an evening at a show goes well, I am sitting in a dressing room ready for an emergency that doesn't happen.
That's wonderful.
I am reminding players to set their costumes where they need to be, doing last-minute fixes if needed, and hopefully nothing else.
Excellent. I wish I could do that at my job, personally. Well, thank you very much for joining us.
Not a problem.
And the next episode, actually, we're going to be talking to Glorfindel about being snubbed for a Fellowship with a Ring appearance. But we're really happy that you were here.
Oh.
So until then, it's 15 to Places. There we go.